Well, my friends, this is absolutely tragic to see. Legendary actor himself, Harrison Ford, had to show the entire world today how mentally and emotionally broken he is with TDS, saying some of the dumbest things imaginable in this meltdown that we're going to be checking out here today, which is just tragic to see. But, you know, this is what Hollywood celebrities do. They blame everything on Orange Man bad, and unfortunately, Harrison Ford is no different. But the backfire that he is facing, he deserves all of it today. It is insane. We're going to get into it all today. Harrison Ford whines that Trump's climate policy scares the crap out of him. Like, this is just like the worst thing that he could say, especially today. So let's go ahead and get into this meltdown coming from Harrison Ford, and we'll see how all of this is working out for him, because it's not going over very well. So Harrison Ford slams Donald Trump for attacks on climate change. I don't know of a greater criminal in history. Which, already we're off to a very bad start here, Harrison. This is already such a stupid thing to say. You cannot think of a greater criminal in all of history than President Trump? Are you insane? Of course he is, because he's a Hollywood celebrity, but Trump doesn't have any policies. He has whims. It scares the crap out of me. The ignorance, the hubris, the lies, the perfidy. Trump knows better, but he's an instrument of the status quo, and he's making money hand over fist while the world goes to hell in a handbasket. It's unbelievable. I don't know of a greater criminal in history. Oh my gosh, bro. Can't think of one. Not one. This is what TDS does to you. He's losing ground because everything he says is a lie. Actually, he is absolutely not losing ground. He is actually doing very well in the polls right now. So, I mean, I don't know where that's coming from. I'm confident we can mitigate against climate change, that we can buy time to change behaviors, to create new technologies, to concentrate more fully on implementation of those policies. But we have to develop the political will and intellectual sophistication to realize that we human beings are capable of change. We are incredibly adaptive. We are incredibly inventive. If we concentrate on a problem, we can fix it most times. He's acting like none of this is happening. He's acting like none of this is happening in the private sector or even in the government. We have an absolutely hilarious video that we're going to be checking out here today that is completely showing Harrison Ford does not know at all what he's talking about. He is now eating his words today, but the backlash that he is facing is not going over very well at all. I don't know of a greater criminal in history. Really, Ford? Really? Elderly pothead yells at cloud. Cool, so is he going to stop flying private planes? Interesting. Or is being a massive hypocrite too central to his identity? Dear TDS celebrities, just once provide specifics, bring scientific data and stats. Of course, they're not going to do that because, well, they don't actually, they're just pushing complete and total fantasy land bullshit. And, well, the timing couldn't have been worse for Harrison Ford and these absolutely stupid comments that he's making today because, well, we just got this in, which is absolutely hilarious. Climate alarmism hits rock bottom. Public belief in the climate change crisis has plummeted to its lowest level in decades, down 12 points since 2021. Even Democrats are tuning out the doom. Reality over rhetoric. The scam is crumbling. This is very interesting. This is literally happening like at the exact same time that Harrison Ford is making these comments.
The worry in terms of climate change, simply put, hasn't shifted. It has not reached the majority of Americans. What are we talking about? Greatly worried about climate change. You go all the way back to 1989, it was 35%. 2000, 40%. 2020, 46%. And in 2025, look at that. It's 40%, the same number as we had 25 years ago back in 2000, and then only just 5 points higher than we had back in 1989. Really, we've just seen consistency on this issue. The bottom line is that the climate change message that folks who, of course, believe that climate change is real and is quite worrisome, simply put, has not really worked with the American people.
And that's because a lot of us can see through the BS of a lot of that type of crap. Americans are way more interested in finding out the reality of the situation rather than just believing whatever the globalist lunatic experts are telling them to believe. We are just done with that crap. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.